got another box from Pro Bass Shop today, and I got one on Saturday, and this one came today, and then I should have another one or maybe two if items are back ordered. I sort of made three separate orders for them, and the reason being is right now they're having a really great sale on a lot of their soft plastics and other fishing things. Second reason is that I finally got my best friend and my godson to decide to get into the sport of fishing. Yay! And the third reason is that now that I've finally made the plunge into soft plastics, I've realized what a powerhouse they can be, and I don't really have a lot of worms and different things that I'm going to be needing for spring bank fishing. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and actually look at the box that I got on Saturday first. So let's go ahead and get into it. I already opened it. So what we did is we went online and I just ordered a bunch of stuff, and we're just going to go ahead and split this so that way she doesn't have to spend so much getting her and her son's box started, and it helps me out too because then I get to have a larger variety. So Zooms were actually on a really good sale. So we're starting with these lizards. These are in the baby bass. I'll try to go kind of quick because there's a lot of stuff here. Really good color. Haven't fished the Zoom lizards. So you can do these all kinds of ways. You can do them Texas rigged, you can do them Carolina rigged, you can do them in the Mojo rig. Look at this one's a little defective. It's got a little crinkle there. You can actually even use them as a trailer if you wanted to. So they're not too over big, but got these in the baby bass. I got them in the bullfrog. Come on. So you can see the bullfrog color. And they've got the nice curly tail, so it should be some interesting action in the water. Got them in the white. Is that all of them? And then I got some of these baby brush hogs. Now, baby brush hogs are my favorite. They're one of the first things I sort of discovered when I started getting into soft plastics. So this allowed me to kind of add a few new colors. So I'll give her some of mine and she'll give me some of hers, and we'll have larger selection. So here's the PB&J. What's kind of cool about that is that since we're going to be fishing some new lakes, it gives us a chance to sort of start tracking what works really well at different lakes and in our area, so we can kind of zone in on that. Now this is a new color here that I hadn't seen before. This is Big Texan, and it's sort of like a it looks kind of black here, but I would really call it more of an espresso on the top, like an espresso brown, and then like a cocoa brown on the bottom here. And then it has the red flake. So even though it looks black, that's what I'm going to call it. Nice brown there. We have them here in the summer craw. Kind of like the bullfrog a little bit, isn't it? And then another new color that I haven't actually seen in person, but it looked good online, was the California 420. Now this is kind of like a, I want to say it's almost a green that just is so dark here that it almost looks kind of black, but you can see sort of the muddy green color coming through there, and then it has the red flake. Then we have some of my favorites, these meatheads, and this is in the green weenie, and I've actually shown this before. I just recently got some. I liked them so well that she decided to order a whole bag for herself. So here's the green weenie. That's kind of like a finesse worm. You could shaky head it, drop shot it, all kinds of good stuff, but I'd call it more of a finesse style worm. Then we got it in the green pumpkin. If I can get the bag open. That one's going to fight with me for some reason. Come on. Green pumpkin red flake, which is one of my favorite colors in my area. It seems to always be a really good producer, the green pumpkin red flake. Always got green pumpkin red flake in my box in some fade or another. And then this one is the just plain green pumpkin. And the green pumpkin red flake is mine. I just got that for me and she just wanted the plain, so this is the plain green pumpkin for her. And then I decided to try these. I've never tried the Bass Pro Shops brand. So I thought I would try some of these guys. And this is Green Pumpkin Magic Pearl, and these are 6-inch, so these are a little bit longer. But nice color there. This is in their tournament series. Kind of looks like a baby bass. It's got a little bit of black and gold flake in it, so slightly pearlescent sort of stomach. So we thought we'd give those a try. And then the last two baits, these are mine as well. So I got the Gary Yamamoto's 5-inch, and this is watermelon with the black and the red. I really like the Gary Yamamoto's. They're real expensive though, so kind of have to be willing to invest in that. And this is a Senko worm. And their green, or their watermelon, is real dark. So I got that. And then I got another one of these in the watermelon green laminate. These are a good producer too, so thought I'd pick up a second bag of these. I also have some of these in the Yums, the Yum Dingers, in the same color, so I'm kind of going to see how they perform against each other. But this one feels a little bit different than that one, so I'm assuming they're going to perform differently. But I'm just trying them out, seeing if there's something less expensive that works as well. Anyway, so that right there was box 1. And then let's get into the box that came today. It's kind of fun when you're shopping for more than one person because you get to get so much more stuff. And a tackle exchange is kind of a good idea, especially when you're trying to figure out what works in a new area. That way you can, like I said, try so much more. So, let's see what we got here. So here's some of the Bass Pro Shop garlic, and these are the ribbon-tail worms. And I really don't have much in the ribbon-tail worms. I actually don't have a whole lot of worms at all. So here's the ribbon-tail worms from Bass Pro Shop. And these are in the watermelon red flake. Again, one of my favorites. Wow, can you smell the garlic? And I'm hoping that these are going to produce well for bank fishing. So I've been told that worms are going to work great for that and that I should really focus on worms. So the other box we have coming in the 3rd order we place should have a lot of worms in it too, because I'm real deficient in worms. Now this one here is a Texas Red, the Bass Pro Shops brand of Texas Red, and I can smell the garlic, so you know it's garlic scented. And it's got red flake all through. It looks like, I'm going to say it's like a green pumpkin on top with black flake. You can't really see it really well in this video, but that's pretty much what there is. And then there's the red with the red flake on the bottom. Woo! That is really stinky. I think this bag is all pretty much worms. And then this one is the Sapphire Blue, which is a color I don't have at all, so this is going to be a neat color to try. And these are 7-inch worms, by the way. Look at the glitter in there. It's going to be great. And this is also in the garlic. This is non-garlic scented. It's just got their 8-up scent. And this is a 7-inch green pumpkin violet. I hear pretty good things about their brand, so I'm hopeful. Green pumpkin, again, is a favorite of mine. Never tried it in the violet, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm hoping to center on a couple of colors I really like and kind of stick with it. And this one is not garlic scented either. And this is the Watermelon Bluegill 7-inch. This one looks like a great color. It's kind of like a green pumpkin, and it's got blue and green flakes in it. Very nice. And then the last of the Pro Bass Shop ribbon tail worms. This is Black Grape, which is a really interesting color choice because I don't see any black in here. It's just a grape. It's almost like a slightly more like lavendery, purpley version of like Morning Dawn. So, and that's not garlic either. Hopefully we have a real good bank fishing startup here. And then I have, oh, speak of the devil, Morning Dawn, but these are the Morning Dawn Red Flake, and this is the 6-inch fat straight tail worm from RoboWorm. And I really want to get into some shaky head this season. I always try to add a new technique every season, so I'm not trying to learn everything at once, but what I am learning, I can try to learn really well. So shaky head is something going to be brand new for me. So, and I think I'm probably going to be more successful with the long docks on that, or maybe the occasions I get into the boat, but I don't have a boat, so it's either when we rent or when I go with my friend that has one. But I've seen some videos where it talks about being able to use them from the shore. So there we go. And those are harder to open up, so actually on these I just usually like to clip the corner and actually this corner and squeeze them out so I don't have to open that part of it. But this is the 6-inch fat worm, the straight tail sexy shad. Yes, I hear you. You can't come up here and eat these. And then this one is the 6-inch fat straight tail Earler's Edge. I don't think I pronounced that properly, but this is kind of cool because it's got the blue, almost like a hot tip on the tail there. The blue, and then the blue also goes through the underbelly there. And then the top looks like Watermelon Red Flake, or at least a really dark, maybe a brown or black, but it might be Watermelon Red Flake. So that was the order I got there, and as I said, we're expecting one more. It hasn't shipped yet, and it takes them usually a while to ship out, especially with all the storms back east. But there's our starter for worms and lizards for the spring.